Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy Golems here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Telepath Tactics here on Focus Fridays. We're on episode 28. We are still at nearly the end of this mission. There's still 3 that are really nasty and scary to deal with. Here, well, I guess 4. I don't know. Maybe all 5 of the attacking guys can still be nasty. Plus, we still have this little side over here that we're going to have to handle in some way, shape, or form. All that being said, I don't think we're in a terrible position right now. I think we're in an okay position. A fairly decent scenario, if you were to ask me. Whether that's true or not, well, we'll have to wait and see. For now, looks like we're okay-ish. We're going to try and utilize our superior healing ability and our numbers. And we're going to hope that that's going to be enough to carry the day. Because if it's not, well, we're going to have issues. But I think we'll be okay. So let's end the turn and see what the enemy decides to do. It is all up to them. It is in their hands how they decide to proceed from here. Alright, it looks like we did indeed bait the Archerian into Archering an attack at us. Which is fine. It dodged. If the guys on the left do not aggro, that means we should be able to bait him into probably his own death. It's going to be my guess. So, what I'd like to do is maybe move here. And given just, like I said, a little tiny bit of luck, maybe we'll be able to actually bait him in and then just do murderous things to him. There's no way to be absolutely 100% certain, but that's the hope, the goal, the dream. It looks like this guy is solely a healer. Like, literally has no offensive capabilities at all, where our other 2 healers both have offensive capabilities. So that's kind of interesting. A little bit of a dynamic, if you will. A little bit of our power struggle, if you were so inclined to call it as such. Alright, well, we shall get our folks into position on the other side. Granted, we're not really ready to move out just yet. Still, wouldn't hurt to be in position and ready and prepared to do some battlation. I hope that the Archer moves down and around the barricade, and if he does, it should be within range for us to do murder. If he decides to fire just from there, it's not going to be as good. Oh, no, see, that's even better right there. He's going to fire on her. She's going to have less of a chance to dodge, but I believe she might be able to attack him, actually. And if indeed that is the case, we might be able to just finish him off right now. In fact, I don't even think I need to use anything else. I'm just going to go here for a claw on the side, and if it works, he is going to be done. And there it is. Or she. It could be a she. I can't tell. But down you go, and it looks like victory is ours, at least in that front. And now there's no telling what the next play is going to be. I assume the Golems and other folks aren't going to aggro us just yet. Again, could be totally incorrect in my thinking, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, I suppose we can go there. That's not a terrible position. We'll heal her up to full. And I think we're about situated to start the fight. Again, the photokineticist is the one I am super duper worried about. And if he gets a couple good blasts off, it's going to be pretty annoying. Also, he may be in orbit at that point. I don't know. Blasts off, nothing, really. It's fine, guys. It's totally fine. Alright. Are we going to aggro anyone or not? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is no. We are not, in fact, going to aggro a single individual at this point. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Alright, Tremolo is over here, and we have a Frosty Gal over here. And we have you right there. Okay, let's end the turn again. Eventually we will get through these guys. Bit by bit, step by step. Possibly, probably, more than likely. Okay, at least one of them is aggroed at this point. And you're going to attack the sis? You are. Emma's going to get pushed into the water. I don't know why that's their go-to move, but it always is, and I don't. Whatever. It does next to no damage. I guess it's more of an inconvenience. It stops us from being able to do stuff. Maybe that's the only thing they really have to worry about, is preventing us from being able to do stuff with our big heroes that do massive damage, and if that's the case, I can see why they do it. Because they do it often, like way too often for it to just be like a, oh, we pushed you in the water, tee-hee, type situation. Well, there we go. Alright, so here comes the heavy hitter. I believe it's going to focus on, yes, on our Sprigat. Maybe we'll dodge it. Maybe we'll dodge it. Probably not. Maybe we won't get blinded. Maybe no blind, no blind, no blind, no blind. What? Alright, so no blind whammies there, ladies and gentlemen. No blind whammies. Alright, so at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to throw a big old heal up on our boy. It's not going to be a full heal, but it's going to be pretty darn close. And then we're going to go here with good old Tremolo, and we're going to come on behind this individual and go for the kill. I don't know if we can actually kill him outright. Oh, we can, completely. Alright, you, sir, are 100% super duper dead. And that's really the only super scary / challenging part of all of this. So at this point now, it's just pretty much do whatever we want. I believe I'm going to take the shot first. There it is, and he is now officially super duper dead with a follow-up attack from our buddy here. And there it is. Excellent, excellent. Are we going to eventually be able to... Aha, there it is. So are we ever going to be able to move again? Is that a thing that we can do? Because I certainly hope so. Alright, we need the Frosty Wench to go over here and frostify you. Should not be enough to defeat you, but it should still do a decent amount of damage. And I believe we'll be able to more than easily be able to handle you at this point. There it is. Alright, additionally, we have a few options available to us here, and I actually like that particular fact. We're going to kinetically gust him away. Eventually, maybe. I am 100% sure I did the gust and not the pull. But apparently it didn't seem to care. It is actually getting more and more laggy, ladies and gentlemen, just so you guys know. But it's okay. We will get through it, and the lag will normalize again in the next area, next level, if you will. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to die. I don't know how much health she has. It's 32. That should be more than enough to survive. Alright, we'll end our turn and see what's next. The enemy has 3 people aggroed right now with which to work. 2 of them are attackers, 1 of them is a healer, and I believe, yes, it's going to punch our gal pal right in the mouth. She can be like, ow, that hurt a little bit, but not as bad as you might think. Which is fine. It's totally fine. And then I would assume there's maybe, I don't even know if there's anybody to heal. I guess we'll get shot in the back by him. The arch shot, but we're probably going to dodge it. We had a, what, 49% chance to... Oh, up there. Okay. Didn't really expect that, but hey, sure. We can totally go that route. That's fine. And now it is our turn once again, as soon as the healer makes his move. And the healer has done as requested. I don't know if it was requested, but he has made his move. And he is now officially no longer a healer. He is a corpse. I know. It is a demotion. It is. But I think it was the right demotion. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're going to Frosty Blast you upside the noggin. Eventually, and there it is, and that is going to leave a sweet, sweet frozen mark. Alright, we can ignore him now if we really were so inclined to do so. And it may be something that I am indeed inclined to do so, but I have a few options still available to me. Now, I think this is a pretty cool play, and you guys can tell me whether or not you agree after I make the play. Alright, we're going to utilize our ability to motivate good old, what's her name here? And there we go, we have motivated her. She has motivated-sized herself. And here is the play, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come here. We're going to utilize... I think I did use Pool. I think I was incorrect. I was a fool. I didn't use Gust like I wanted to. We're going to pull him off of his perch and put him on level ground with everybody else. And that should negate his ability to be mildly annoying. Also, apparently he took 1 fall damage, which is pretty cool. Wasn't really counting on that, but I think that's pretty cool. Ooh, that's less cool. Again, I don't think that's the end of the world situation right there, but it's still a little bit less cool. Alright, well, we're going to do 10 damage to the hurt and very sad little bowman. And then we shall move some of our other folks on in and over and up and around, and who knows. Maybe eventually we'll be able to do something cool here. And then it's just slowly close in on the fellows in the middle after these two drop, and that's pretty much game, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much game. I don't think we can shoot that far away with our longbow. Nope, just one off. Okay, that's fine, and I suppose we can just drop this fool. Oh, he's going to survive with 1 hit point. That is disappointing. That is just a tad unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alright, let's slowly crawl our way up here. And we shall throw out a heal, which should actually heal us all the way to full. And I guess we'll end our turn at this point. The enemy doesn't have a whole heck of a lot left, and if we can start picking off some of these healers and or some of the golems and aggro them, I mean, there is some potential for murder, death, killing here. But to what end? See, I'm a little concerned with what could possibly happen. Alright, that's definitely unpleasant. But again, not horribly so. Alright, do we have any damage done on any of our... Nope, no damage done on any of our Healy people. Well, Sabrina leveled up. I think it's time that Emma followed suit. She got her promotion. She was actually the second one to get promoted, which surprised me. I wasn't really expecting that. Madeline's still trying to catch up. I mean, we only put her out for, I think it was 2 missions. And she still does tremendous damage, and she's kind of a boss, but those 2 missions set her back so far on levels. She's only, what, 14 or 15? I mean, it's not great. Tremolo's 14. Madeline's only 14 as well, so, I mean, it's definitely not great. Zimmer, I think, is 16 or 17. Our new guy is 13. Yeah, Tremolo is, or, Zimmer is 16. Alright, now the nice, slow, and steady march up to cross the bridge on the west side. And once we do that, I think we'll be able to start crossing on the right-hand side as well, and possibly start laying into our actual enemies. There's no way to be sure. Granted, a few of us can fly. It does make things a bit easier. But I digress. I digress about the ease of execution here. I'm going to be super upset if something spawns down by our tent and kills it while we're busy doing other things. Like, really, really incredibly upset. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope nothing else spawns to take on anything that we have. Because we might not even be able to rush to finish this. I mean, they have a lot of heals here. They have 4 healers. They have 3 golems, which can tank up quite a bit of damage. And, of course, the Shadow Heart, which God only knows what that can do. So, we'll have to see. I think that might be a mistake. We don't want to go that far just yet. Alright. We'll get you into position. We'll get you into position as well. And we will end our turn. Let's see if we actually aggro anything. It looks like no. It looks like no, we did not, so good. I'd like to get everybody at least here before we make our final moves across the bridge. Alright, it's going to be a slow, steady walk over to our place of battle. Well, we should be able to manage it pretty easily, I would say. Alright, I want to move the Shadowling a little bit, or the Shadow Heart a little bit closer. Okay, I'm going to get you a bit closer as well. In fact, I believe we can probably throw a heal out on our Spragat. Good old Meridian over there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, level 6 is now available to you. Level faster. Psi power went up by 1. Psi defense also went up by 1. Very nice. Alright, Madeline's going to move. I do apologize, guys. I know, I almost want to run this one at 2x so you guys can hear my little weird chipmunk voice while I go through and try to get all this stuff done. In fact, no, I probably won't do it, but it's something I considered. You guys just heard it right there. I did consider it. Consideration was on my voice. It was on my mind. I thought about it, but I decided that, no, probably not the play. Alright, so as soon as the game allows me to chug my way on over here, we shall do that. We shall end our turn. And yeah, we're going to stick with this until it ends, guys, this particular map. So even if it goes like 40 minutes or something, we're still going to stick with it. Oh. Oh, they're thinking about moving. Oh, they're moving. Death is a funny thing. It comes for everyone, and yet, for the people who cross Tarion, it seems to come so very much sooner. Goodbye. Dark Vortex. That doesn't seem good. Well, that happened. Well, that was pretty menacing and slightly more impressive than it probably had any right to be. Also, I'm realizing we have no healers on that side of the map. Do we just charge in and try to kill off the Shadow Heart? Maybe that's the play? I'm not sure what to do at this point. Because I don't think we can outrun the Shadow Heart. I think that's kind of one of our big situations that we're in right now. And that could be a pretty massive problem for us. Also, we're pretty low on actual health as well. Or energy. Sorry, not health. Yeah, I should have thought about my situation a little bit better before I went after that. I'm actually going to go here and start messing with their healers. I mean, they have to come back to address me, you would think, right? And this is more than enough damage to kill off this one. I think we probably have enough damage to kill her immediately. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, I'm all about ending this earlier than later if I have to. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to utilize our Super Hadouken attack. I would really rather not hurt Sabrina if at all possible. So we'll bring Sabrina back just slightly. And we shall do our giant Hadouken death attack of death and attackitude. I wonder how it must feel to have such a short lifespan, like a match in a gale. You already have such little time, and yet here you are, thrusting yourself into the wind. Come, let me blow you out. Or we can just do a giant Hadouken ball of light and just murder your entire face. Please be blinded, please be blinded, please be... Yeah, that might increase our odds of not getting murdered. I'm a pretty big fan of not dying a horrible death. I'm sure most of you are as well. Sabrina should have the oomph to be able to finish this, actually. We're going to give it a shot. I believe I can do this. Hopefully I still have double strike left. Let's see here in a minute. We do. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this thus far. Alright, how much energy? She sat around for a long time. She should have a lot. Oh, she does. Oh, that is so excellent. That is so incredibly good. Alright, so we're going to plop down a trap. And then, in theory, we still have enough to do everything that we need to do. We'll find out here in just a moment's time. How much does this thing take? 8? Oh yeah, we have enough. Alright, so what we're going to do now is a big old gigantic massive attack to the backside of this guy right here. And oh, Mind Blast counter. Not what I was expecting. And it hit despite you being blind. Also mildly impressive. Alright, we're going to come on over here. And despite your big talk, sir and or madam, I believe it is your time to, well, die a horrible, awful death. That's just kind of what I'm going to go with here. Is this Gabrielle? I believe it is. Oh yeah, it totally is. Alright, well, we're going to utilize our... Ooh, we're not going to utilize that because we are out of position. Okay, well, we're going to fire on you. And it's going to do a decent supply of damage. And I'm pretty sure we can just finish you straight up, straight out, and just be happy and done with it. But we have more folks that we're going to send in to play. But not quite yet. We're not done yet, guys. We are not finished yet. We are still going to utilize some of our other folks to get a little bit more experience out of this before we end it. I get nervous around the end of missions. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I do get very, very, very nervous about doing something just so minutely wrong that you don't really think about it, and then all of a sudden death ensues, or you misinterpret how many attacks the enemy has, or something happens, and you just die a horrible, awful death. And I really, really don't want to run into that issue. So, that being said, I'm trying my very best to not do that. Alright, how far can you guys move? Because I'd really rather not get just completely crushed and destroyed by you. Pretty sure we can still make this move without dying. We'll see here in a minute. It's not a tremendous amount of damage, but it's enough to really kind of showcase that, yes, we mean business, and you are going to suffer. Alright, we're going to come on over this way eventually. There it is. And we'll get the rest of the folks across the bridge, and I'm pretty sure we'll finish the level after that. Like I said, we're fairly close at this point. I get super nervous at the end of every level, especially if there's some sort of like a boss creature or monster. I don't know, I start to panic slightly, and then bad Juju Magumbo goes down. So, to try to avoid all of those current situations and problems we're having, we're going to utilize some smackety smack action here. And Slithis is going to say, "Good day, madam." I'm dying? Looks like you should have brought more golems after all. Victory! Alright, well that's going to take a long time. Alright, so 48 kills, 2,087 damage, 414 damage taken. We grabbed 5 items, 34 turns passed, and we even got bonus points for it. So, not bad. Not too bad. Alright, and it jumps us right into the next level. So that was about perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And I will be back in just a bit with more Telepath Tactics. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.